Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Film, and welcome to another installment of my reviews. And no, I'm not qualified to be a doctor. For this review, I shall be taking a look at a spin-off from a beloved franchise that began in 2001 with The Fast and the Furious, and that is called Hobbs and Shaw. Directed by David Leitch, it stars The Rock, the Transporter, the White Widow, and Heimdall, risen from the dead. The story takes place after the events of Fate of the Furies, where Hobbs and Shaw are forced to team up together to fight against a cybergenetic soldier who threatens to release a deadly virus into the world. A deadly enemy releasing a deadly virus into the world. I feel like I've heard this concept before. Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham worked really well together as both Hobbs and Shaw, given their past experience in their previous films. It's fun to see how much they hate each other, and you get to know who they were before throughout the movie. And of course, Hayley Shaw is the most fiercest and capable woman I've ever seen, and you gotta give props to Vanessa Kirby for doing most of her stunts on her own. As for the antagonist, Brixton Lore, he was okay. And who is he? Oh, he worked with Deckard in the past, and Deckard shot him for some reason. I honestly can't remember why. And later resurrected and become a super soldier from a secret organization. Don't get me wrong, Idris Elba looked like he was having a good time, and he delivered some fun lines. However, his performance can come off as a cartoon villain. And the organization he's working for makes no sense. You see, the organization's main goal is basically turn the human race into like Brixton, a super soldier. But honestly, this organization just felt out of place in this film. And how can releasing a deadly virus into the world benefit the evolution of the human race? It doesn't make sense. The rest of the side characters were basic and bland. For instance, when Luke Hobbs and his daughter were eating at a diner, they were then approached by an agent, played by Ryan Reynolds. And he was just there making some few jokes that were funny. He's obsessed with rock in a creepy way. And he was just there to make a lot of expositions. Why waste a talented actor like that? Now the action is quite entertaining, but sometimes the action can come off as ridiculous. For example, when Hayley Shaw is captured by Brixton Lore from CIA's office, Hobbs pursues him by literally jumping from the high level of the building and then landing on Brixton with no sweat. What is he, the freaking Hulk? Furthermore, when a car chase ensues, we see Brixton sliding beneath of two big truck containers. Are we really supposed to believe that that would actually happen in real life? Not to mention the CGI effects look like something from a PlayStation 5 video game. Also, you might notice the pacing in this film felt quite unusual. For example, when Hayley, Luke, and Deckard were on a plane to their destination, Hobbs and Shaw exchanged dialogue about how much they want to kill each other, and then led to a surprising cameo by Kevin Hart. Oh, and Kevin Hart, he was just there, just gave a lot of funny jokes. Just like Ryan Reynolds. My God, who else, man? And I'm not even kidding. That scene lasted more than 5 minutes. When I was watching the scene, I was thinking to my head, like, how long is this scene gonna drag? When is it going to end? In fact, I've been yawning during the first half and second half whenever there's scenes of dialogue. That's not a good sign, because if you become bored during a dialogue scene, then it's a sign of not being invested into the characters. Now the finale, where the Hobbs family and the Shaws are facing off against Brixton and his men on the island of Kauai. It was exhilarating and tense, had Dwayne Johnson screaming like a maniac. And then it cuts to a helicopter chase scene with cars stacking up. And I'm like, bruh. Even though it's ridiculous in a fun way. Then we have our fist fight between Brixton and Hobbs and Shaw. It was awesome and hilarious at the same time. What was I looking at? So they defeated Brixton, saved the day, yada yada yada, and the ending was an obvious sequel baiting. What kind of direction was this film going for? And honestly, this film feels disconnected from the franchise. Look, I'm not saying this film is like a low point, like really bad. There are some qualities that you might enjoy. However, the film suffers from an over-the-top antagonist, meaningless side characters, and a not-so-compelling narrative. That is why Hobbs and Shaw earns a 7 out of 10. Well, let's hope for the best in the near future when the franchise does end. Let's hope it ends on a strong note, unlike a current Dark Phoenix. Well, that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like this video, and you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. And leave your comments down below freely. For those who have seen Hobbs and Shaw, what did you think about the film? And what are your thoughts about the franchise? And as always, I will see you guys at our next appointment.
Well, all right.